Hey Daryl, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with Jessica the other day, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and quick. Just want to show you a couple of tips that you guys can do to maximize your traffic online and improve upon your website a little bit. So with that, let me get started. First and foremost, love the video on your website. Your website's actually put together really well. I like how it's designed. I like the layout. Everything's really simple and clean. The one thing I would say though is that there's not a ton of content here. And by content, I'm talking about anything that you can highlight, whether that be pictures, text, and you really want a lot of content for a couple reasons. The first is so that you could be found for specific keywords, right? And you are being found for 20 keywords, and a lot of that has to do with your name. Roofers, Burleson, Texas. You guys are, on the sixth page. Some of these other, buyer intent keywords for Burleson, you guys are just too far down to really get any traffic. But, if I, well, there's a lot of traffic within your area. Burleson, there's not a ton of traffic here, but if you look in nearby areas like Fort Worth, I found 4,000 searches a month. Uh, DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, 1,500. Dallas, there's 12,000 that I saw a month. Places like Arlington, right, 2,900. I'm not sure if you guys go as far as Garland, but I'm assuming all those suburbs, 2.7 thousand. So there's quite a bit of volume around you and in that Dallas Fort Worth area. And so if I wanted to rank for, say, let's just pick a suburb, let's say Roofing, Arlington, Texas, right? I would have that within as a heading somewhere. I would have it within my text. I might even save an image as that keyword. And what happens is when Google crawls your site, they see that you have that keyword within your headings and within your content. And those headings are really important because think of your site like an outline, right? Like where you put those keywords and how you structure that stuff is really important in how you rank. And having that keyword verbatim within your content in a couple of places and really strategically in a few places is really important. And then the more content you have, the more keywords you could be found for, right? And typically Google likes like 1,500 to 2,500 words on your homepage minimum, and you could get 15 to 25 keywords easily within that amount of content. So and then also it is a ranking factor. So Google has an algorithm to determine what websites get ranked higher than others, and there's a lot of factors involved, but one of the factors is content. And it's not just about quality of content, it's also about quantity and how much you have. So really important. It's one of the reasons why sites like Wikipedia and Yelp do so well, is because they just have a ton of content. So content would be my first tip. My second tip would be to really continue to build and grow this Google business profile. So I didn't look in Burleson. You might be ranking in Burleson, which is good, but you just want to continue to build and grow. This is your site is in Fort Worth, Texas, or at least this address is. So, really you want to build and grow from here. So there's three ways that you can really do this. Obviously, there's a lot of different things that you can do to your Google Business Profile, but three easy ways that you can help bump it up is just by continuing to add reviews. If you can add one or two reviews a week, you'll have 150, 200 after a couple years, 200 to 300 after 3 years, and it'll just keep building and growing. And so, continue to get those 5-star reviews. It adds authority and authenticity to your business. All this information here is great. You want that consistent throughout the web. So if you had a Yelp page, for instance, that says that you're open 8 to 6, that inconsistency Google doesn't like. They want whoever's searching on Yelp and whoever's searching on your Google Business Profile and whoever's searching on your website to get the same information. So it's really important that all this information is the same throughout the web. Your address, your phone number, your hours, all that stuff you want consistent. And then, and you could even add your website, whatever it may be. Having these photos that are saved as specific keywords and geotagged, also important. So again, if we're trying to rank for roofing Arlington, Texas, right? I might save a photo as that and geotag it as a spot somewhere within Arlington as a location, and Google will be like, okay, they did this roof here in Arlington, Texas, and it just allows you to rank for that specific keyword. So, these things are really useful, and the reason why is because people search differently. So some people click on the first thing they see, which is a great reason to have running Google Ads, or maybe do Google Guarantee, or you know uh, whatever it is, because what happens is the people that click on the first thing they see, a lot of time those ads are above the fold. So people that see that, they'll click on it, it'll be the first thing they see, and you'll get traffic that way. Some people skip down to this map pack, and they pull up to 40% of the traffic, and on occasions I've seen them outdo the organic. So really great way to get people to your phone, to your website, whatever it is, your address to your location, whatever it may be. And then if you're running an ad and you're ranking number one here and you're ranking number one organically, you're going to pull as much traffic as you can. And last but not least, just build up the strength of your site. And how you do that is you get links from topical, so something having to do with roofing, websites, roofing supply, anything construction. And when you get those links, you want them to be do follow links that pass power to your site. And the stronger the site, the more links you get, the more this is going to grow. And this is Google's strength and trust, a visual representation. And usually with roofing, you want to be in the 20s, 30s, 40s. And just to kind of show you what that looks like, this is Bearded Brothers. They're there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area as well. And if I can show you, my site's running a little bit slow today, but as you can see, they're in the 20s and 30s, almost a 1-to-1 ratio, which is what you're wanting. They have 262 websites that are sending 803 links versus 6 and 19 for you. And then they have 1,300 keywords they're ranking for in the top 100 versus your 20. And as you can see, they're getting a lot of traffic. So it does take some time to get up to this, this point. You don't want to overdo it because you'll spam, Google will think you're spamming. But, you do want to build that strength up through those links. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. Please feel free to do this on your own, use these tips and improve. If it's one of those things where you don't have the time and you don't have the expertise and you want to know more, whatever it is, please feel free to reach out. Our contact information is in the email. I also have a link to our Google Calendar where you can, schedule out time to talk to myself or my business partner, Jackie. And, any feedback you can give us as well would be greatly appreciated. So with that, have a great day and God bless.